You guys, have you ever thought about moving to San Antonio in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months? Well, I've got a special treat for you guys. Today, we are going to look at what's up Potranco Road. If you don't know what Potranco is, it's you go up 1604 and it's on outside of the loop. But today, we are in front of Texas homes, and these are absolutely stunning, beautiful homes. I've actually sold one before. Doing a transaction with them is really wonderful. They're super professional, and I can't wait to show you the inside of this home, talk a little bit more about the community, the incentives that they have. So if you're thinking about coming in, and it's so quiet out here. I don't necessarily know if the builders will, I mean, they are moving in this direction, so I don't know how quiet it will stay. But as of right now, this is a smaller community. It's actually at 79 lots or 79 houses that are going to be built out here. But enough of me talking, let's go inside. Let's check out this beautiful home. This is Texas Homes outside the loop, 1604 and Potranco. Let's go! Ooh, guys, check this out. I'm not gonna try to open this because I'll probably break it, but this is really awesome. Imagine, here's the island, which we'll look at here in a little bit. Hello, it's a gas community too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-range stove. Nice. Anyways, we come here, right? You're drinking your cafecito in the morning. You're having your little panecito. Or you're on a diet and you're eating eggs. Whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But if you're having a panecito, invite me. But you come, you're sitting out here. This is cool because I've only really seen this with Texas Homes. I haven't really seen it with any other builder where they put out this little section here to enjoy the outside. And then right beside it is an office. So if you're working, and there's some natural light in there too. But if you're working and you're like, man, I really want to take a break, I want to go outside, we can literally just come around the corner, come outside, sit here, enjoy it, enjoy some fresh air. And it looks like there's some shade, and it's about 11:45. So if you come out here before 12, it's what it looks like. The sun is hitting, and there's still some shade here. So it's probably nice and cool because the Texas summers get really hot. Anyways, I'm just yapping. Let's look at the rest of the home and we'll go from there. So we just saw what's in front of the kitchen was that sitting area at the outside. But I love this kitchen. Well, maybe not necessarily love, but I do like it. But I hope that you love it, right? Everyone has their preference. I do like the large island. I will say this. The walkway between the island and this counter space here and the ovens and then the stove is actually really nice because, I mean, I'm not a super wide guy, but I am pretty big. I'm not super wide, but I'm a bigger guy, and I walk pretty comfortably here, which is nice. The pantry is, actually, it's pretty deep. So the pantry is actually really deep. You can fit 3 chairs here comfortably, maybe 4, but I wouldn't push it. I'd put 3 here. I do like the fixtures. So this is the kitchen area, and we'll move into the dining and the living space here shortly, and then we'll go into the primary and we'll talk a little bit more about just the community itself, what it has to offer, the incentives, and then just everything that kind of surrounds this specific builder. And maybe we'll go look at other builders and kind of compare houses. But I know that these start in the high 3s. So I think it's like 395, 399. And I think that was a 1,600 square foot home. But yeah, let's look at the dining, the living, and then the primary and talk a little bit more. These are some funky chairs. Definitely not my choice. The rug, probably a little bit too much for me, but if it's your preference, it's your preference. The ceilings are very high, and it's not as echoey as most. And it's nice because the furniture's here, so you can kind of see how echoey it is. So it is a 4-bed, 3-bath, and I haven't seen the whole layout, but I'm reasonably assuming it's over 2,200 square feet. I can get specifics if you just reach out to me. But here's the dining area. The living area is right there, and then a sitting area here, a lot of natural light, and then a door out to the backyard. But I do like how they have it staged. It's very like cabiny, rustic. It has a good feel to it. Anyways, let's look at the living area. We'll check out the primary, and then we'll see what the backyard has to offer. So this is the living area, right? I actually really like how my kids would tear this up. But this is the living area. I really like how they have it staged. So this is going to be 79 total home, so it is a smaller subdivision. They are luxury garden homes. I know that this one is a little over 2,600 square feet. We're going to go see one that's 2,800 square feet. All or most of these are single-story homes. However, you can get one that's 1.5, so not a complete 2-story, but not necessarily a single-story home. So there is an upstairs portion that you can block off, make into 2 bedrooms. You can customize it however you'd like, or you can make it just like an ensuite. And a bed, full bath, and everything that you would like up there. But yeah, let's go check out the primary, and then we'll go look at more inventory homes and talk a little bit more about the community. This is so meta, sitting at the edge of the bed, talking about the primary. But yeah, this is the primary. I love the natural light coming in, tall windows. I like how they have it staged. You know, this is a good-sized primary, but what I really want to show you guys is the primary bath. It's amazing. And I did learn a little bit more about the community. So they are offering a 4.99% interest rate if you qualify. They're also offering $30,000 in flex money. They're also offering a 2.99, 3.99, 4.99, and a 5.99. So the 5.99 is fixed from 4 to 30, you know, your note. But it's a 3-2-1 buy down. So 3-2-1 buy down, a 4.99 fixed. So the 3-2-1 buy down is nice because you might be relocating, and you know your job is offering you X, but you know that there's potential to climb in the company, and then you're going to make more money down the line. So eventually you'll get to a more comfortable position in year 3 and 4. So I like those options because you're coming in with you know, X salary, and you're working to make more of that salary. So a very good option to have. And the $30,000 in flex cash you can use for closing costs, to buy down your rate, to actually lower the purchase price of the home. I wouldn't necessarily go in that direction. I would take it to buy down the rate and maybe cover some of the closing costs. But if purchase price, like let's say you were paying cash and your purchase price, I would use that 30,000 flex and reduce the price, so your cash is significantly less, because there's really little to no closing cost in a cash transaction. But yeah, anyways, let's look at the primary and then we'll go from there. So a big part of this video is the pros and cons, right? And so some of the pros, and this might not sound like a pro to a lot of people because it is up farther into Potranco, but the biggest pro here is that this community will only be 79 houses, right? They haven't started on phase 2 quite yet, but even when they start into phase 2, a total of 79 houses. So it's a closer community. The homes are absolutely beautiful. I love the luxury garden homes. Secondly, if you're closer, not deeper, but if you're closer to 1604 on Potranco, there's a lot more traffic, and they're estimating a high volume of vehicles over in that direction. Here, there's not as much traffic, there's not as much movement. It's a very quiet community. So the con would be that you are farther up into Potranco, unfortunately. But that just really means that you're a little bit farther away from like the Walmart, and they are building an HEB. But again, the pro is that it's a lot quieter. So if you're looking to maybe downsize, while this is a 4-bed, 3-bath, and another pro is that the backyards are smaller, and so less maintenance, which I like because I'm not looking to upkeep a huge backyard. Another pro is that they're keeping a lot of the greenery with a lot of new build communities, and I'm not bashing them at all because I know that they're starting up, but a lot of new communities, yeah, they'll put trees in your yard, but you got to wait like, 7 to 12 years before they even give you any type of shade. Here, there is a lot of greenery that they're keeping, and so you'll have some somewhat mature trees. So another pro. But the only con for me is that you are a little bit farther away from 1604 and all of like the shopping areas. Another pro is that this is Castroville. It's a Castroville address, so you're going to get all of the Castroville resources. right, you guys. So we saw the single story home, right? So more pros and cons about this. So one of the pros is that, yes, this is a single story community and there's no two-story homes. This one is actually 2,800 square feet. It's a 3-bed, 4-bath, which is very interesting. But up there is the half portion, which we'll go see, but it's a beautiful layout. Now, a con about this neighborhood is that there's no amenities, right? So this is basically for the location, right? The pro is that there's an HEB 10 minutes down the road, and then there's a golf course 13 minutes down the road. So other pros, but yeah, one of the cons, and because this community is more for people that are downsizing, or here's another little niche that this could be for, is for individuals that, let's say, you know, your children live here in Texas, but you are in wherever, right? But the grandbabies are here. So you would come buy this house and then the grandbabies could stay here, right? Maybe you could make their room up in that half portion, or you could give them the 2 other bedrooms here, or make this just a vacation home that you just want to come to Texas and buy it and have a space for yourself out here. But let's go check out the inside, and I'll show you what I mean about that half portion up there. It's actually really cool. So this is just one community of the communities out here on Potranco, and this is the enclave at Potranco Oaks. Really unique, not specifically to this home, but I know that the single story home that we just saw, you can actually convert it from a 2-car garage to a 3-car garage. We're gonna go check out the primary. The primary bathroom is absolutely stunning. Texas Homes built a beautiful home, one of the pros in this video. And then another pro is when we see that half portion of this house, you can actually split it, right? And on one side will be a full bath, so hence the 3-bed, 4-bath. And then on the other side is a pretty sizable closet. So we're gonna go check out the primary bedroom, the primary bath, and then we'll go upstairs. And then that'll conclude this pros and cons video about this community on Potranco Road. So let's get after it. Again, my name is Jose Buentello. If you'd like to schedule a Zoom call with me, click the link below or give me a call, 210-996-9608. I would love to help you. I'd love to serve you. It'd be my honor, and introduce you to the great state of Texas and the awesome city of San Antonio. Let's go.